Get on her face. Or maybe a box that is really high. Hey y'all, it is the after party. Sometimes when we're all going as fast as we can, feel like we're flying. Upstairs. Pac-Man. Gone. Upstairs right now. For the picture's mascot, we can make a costume with a long tail and pink sparks from the feathers, and a gold crest on top of his head. We better get started. Come on, we'll need my basic box. First, who has the most rust? What are you making? For the picture's mascot. Wow, you have a mascot just like the Raiders? Yeah, but our mascot is Pikachu. Did you see your original Pikachu at the game? He makes the gold crest. It's nice. La 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 la. And you make it wait. Okay, Jasmine, I'll do the tail. But you can't be the mascot. We're the best players. Lila's just modeling the costume. Now we need to find our real mascot to wear it. Somebody do the Pikachu call. Like this. It's Raphael and Rusty. Let's go show them the new mascot costume. Good idea. La, 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 la. What do you think of the pictures? Pikachu mascot costume. Pretty cool, huh? Now all we need is someone to wear it. What about Rusty? The Ravens have a pretend animal as their mascot. What if we have a real animal? A dog. We're pretending to be a Pikachu. Come on, Rusty. A few feathers here, the little tail there. I give you the Pikachu mascot, Rusty the Pikachu. You make the Pikachu sound, Rusty? Nice try, Rusty. That would be how a Pikachu would do it. Right. A Pikachu sounds more like love. We got a mascot. Let's practice. No, Rusty, you can't chase the ball. You're the mascot. This mascot must be Rusty. Hey y'all, hey Donna, Youngest, Red Rose 99. What's going on, y'all? I'm sorry, y'all. I was just trying to share the live. So what is going on?
Oh, is the TV loud? Y'all can hear it loud? Let me turn it down some. Hold on.
It doesn't look ruined, but I think we better find somebody else to wear it. Right? Someone who doesn't bark and shake the ball. Maybe someone will take it to. Yes, I know just the person. Daddy, you could be our mascot. You come to all the games. No. There's only one way to find out.
All right, hold on. Let me get it.
I'll take a class.
Is that a little better?
Wow, that's exactly right, Peter. So these two players, I don't suppose want to be the tickets outside. With you, Peter. I think that
Okay. Hey, Michelle's daughter. Pikachu. That's too funny. That is too funny. Okay, y'all. So did anybody? I don't know how to share on Instagram. It only lets you share like directly on Instagram. Hey, butterfly.
are you okay? No.
Oh, I can do like click the okay, copy the link, and then I can go to my Instagram and share the link like that. All right.
Oh, wait a minute.
right. Thank you. Hey, Sylvia. How you doing? So, y'all, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drop the link, and then anybody that wants to come up and tell me y'all thoughts, y'all can come up and share y'all thoughts on James cleanup, because he let have tonight. He had to mention Chopper. He had to let LSA. He said this ain't just YouTube no more. This is now anybody can get it. Okay. This is you speak on me wherever you at, you gonna get it too. That's what I got from that. Okay. You know, there's people speaking on him on different platforms. And here's the thing, at the end of the day, you can say what you want, but just don't lie. Like, you don't have to lie. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna speak on whatever you want to talk about, then just make sure you're telling the truth when you're doing that. And you know, another thing is people want to consistently bring up the past of somebody. You want to bring up somebody's past of whatever, like, and y'all be digging back like generations. Like y'all are going back decades. You know what I'm saying? In people's past, and it's just like people don't live in the past. We live in right now. Whatever happened in the past happened, and then you move forward, and then you know you go to bed and you wake up the next day and boom, it's past, it's gone, it's over with, and you're not even there no more. So why even bring that up? Why even bring that up? And then when the person comes back and responds, they're wrong, because now they're going to bring up your past, because what's good for you is good for them, right? So I don't know. Hey, so we back. So I mean, you know, James, he pretty much responded to everybody who has something to say about him. People are really, at this point, it's just people have chosen sides. Like Chopper has obviously chose a side for whatever reason. I don't even really know what Chopper's issue was with James. I don't really know what his issue with James was. Chopper, to me, he seems to feel like he seems to always speak on people in the text of them having an issue with him. It's kind of weird. It's like he will speak on somebody in the name of them supposedly having an issue with him. And then come to find out, the person will come back and be like, I didn't have no problem with you. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like some type of paranoia or insecurity that he has, that he feels like people just don't like him for a reason, for some reason. I don't know if he really feels that way or if he just uses that as an excuse to speak on people. Like basically as if they don't like me, so let me say what I got to say about them, or they came for me first because they don't like me, type of thing. And so I don't know. I don't know if he uses that as an excuse to speak on people, or if he really feels like people just don't like him for some reason, so he just goes in. But whatever the reason is, I mean, he didn't really have no valid reason to start nothing with James. But now that he did start something, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to see him choose the side that he chose, if he was going to choose one, because these are people who have drugged the hell out of you. These are people who have, you know, not only drug you, but judged you for your association with certain people, and never really treated you as an individual, always treated you as part of a group. And so it's really weird for him to choose the side that he chose. I don't get it. I don't get it. It has to be all in the name of clicks and views. It got to be for that reason. Because outside of that, like I don't see James really didn't do anything to Chopper. He never really said or claimed to have no issue with him, so I don't really know what's that about. I don't know if it's about, that so-called wanting to get on that TV show or just his numbers, or I don't know what that's about. But if he was gonna choose a side, he shouldn't have chose that one because you basically just chose people that's gonna turn on you at any given moment. At any given moment, because they already don't like you. Like if you want to speak on somebody or assume that somebody doesn't like you, it should be the people that actually have spoke on you in a negative manner on numerous occasions. But everybody has their right to feel how they feel or like who they like. So it is what it is. But I don't understand. As far as the Lipstick Alley thing, you guys know that I'm not too familiar with that platform. I've tried to go on there. I went on there the other day to look at stuff. I do feel like it's hit or miss. I feel like some people have, some very ugly things to say. Some people, it's just whatever they feeling like. You got different people who like different people, and just ain't no different from the comment section over here on YouTube. But yeah. So the Ronnie Q girl, I don't really know much about her other than she is, um, a person who posts on LSA, and I know her from being in Duchess Kelly Love Chat. Um, I don't know much about her. I don't know much about her. So, other than, James, he explained their back and forth, and stuff like that. So I really don't understand that either. I don't really understand her issue with James or what he really did for her to feel away about him. Hey, Vivi. But so I don't know. I don't know. A lot of this stuff just really seems like pointless. It's like, what are you really getting out of any of it? What are you getting out of any of it? It's like all of these like meaningless tips for nothing other than for something to do. I guess to pass time. I don't know. It's weird. So yeah. Um, speaking about somebody's mother, speaking about someone's illness, um, speaking about karma. The one thing about karma is it does not discriminate. Okay. So when a person is speaking about the karma of someone else because of their actions, you may want to just make sure that, you know, you're not going to be on the receiving end of something similar because karma does not discriminate. Um, Nobody on here is any type of supernatural being. None of us are God. None of us are of the energies or spirits of the universe to say what's going to happen to who, when, or why it's going to happen. None of that. Like, none of us have that ability. And so, for people to speak on someone's karma and what they should be worried about as far as death is concerned, and even going as far as to say worrying about their parent uh leaving this world because of something, I think people need to watch their tongue. You may just want to think twice before you let certain things come out of your mouth, because it's already bad enough when you had the thought, but for you to actually form the words and speak them, that's a whole nother ball game. And what that will do is put something out into the universe that possibly may boomerang and just come back to you. So that was like the main thing that I got out of the cleanup tonight, is that the ugliness that was spoke of, you know, him fighting a terminal illness, and, you know, and then to go as far as to speak of this COVID and his mother being careful. There's people's mothers who have actually passed away from COVID. There are people's family members who are fighting for their life right now, possibly somebody's mother who is fighting for their life right now because of COVID. And another thing, COVID does not discriminate either. So karma or COVID, you know, doesn't have any discrimination. And so it's not over yet, y'all. We still in this thing. So for you to even speak on something like that, you better hope you don't breathe the wrong air, or you don't walk past the wrong person and you end up getting it. Because speaking that type of shit out into the universe may just have you laid up in a hospital bed some motherfucking where, or laid up in your home, coughing up a lung and fighting for your life, hoping that you're not going to take your last breath. So, you know, I just feel like people, you know, as much as you want to be the baddest on here and you want to be able to speak the ugliest things to win the fight, I think that you should watch what you let come out of your mouth. You know, watch what you let come out of your mouth, because this thing is very real for a lot of us. There are people fighting this thing every motherfucking day when they get up and have to go to work. We have people in my chat who actually work this thing every day. They are seeing the bodies. They are seeing people take their last breath, and they're praying to their God that they can make it out of there and get home without contracting that disease. So for you to, hey Natalia, babe, hey Donna, hey Bayou, yes, you know. So for you to speak this shit and put that on somebody's mother, you know, you got something wrong with you. Flat out, period. You got something wrong with you. And, you know, as far as somebody's cancer coming back, why you may hope that you don't get cancer. Hope that you don't have it, because that's very real too. And as long as you taking a breath on this earth, you never know when you could get diagnosed with something. So, you know, unless you are totally invincible and you are just and you know, you are just some supernatural being that is just protected, you know, you may want to watch what you say and what you put out there on somebody, whether if you like them or not. Whether if you like them or not, you know, you don't have to speak that onto someone's mother, because it could just happen to your mother. It could be your mother you're putting that into the universe on. You should be praying and be praising God that this man fought for his life and did become cancer free. Why not praise that instead of wishing for it to come back on him? Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you pray that his mother survive this COVID and not contract that virus? Why wouldn't you pray that for his mother? Like you would pray for your mother to not get it. Like you would pray for yourself to not get it. Because every day that we wake up and breathe, at some point you're gonna have to go outside. And if you breathe the wrong motherfucking air, it could be you that contracts COVID. COVID ain't just for certain people of a specific age, a specific color, specific ethnicity. There's no discrimination. Shit crazy. Hey Sharon. I lost my cousin recently to, oh Lord Jesus. It's crazy. We cannot get the body, nope, and we don't know when. Oh, I'm so sorry, Natalia. I'm so sorry, babe. Yeah, you can't get the body. You don't know when you can, funeral services. Natalia, babe, if that's your cousin, they only allow the a few people. If you're able to have a service, and you can't even choose on whether they get buried or not. They have to be cremated. Hey, Manny, babe. So that's what I'm saying. I am so sorry because see that's the thing too. That is the ugliest thing about this virus. The ugliest thing about this virus is that you don't know you have to die alone. If you're laying up in a hospital, you have to die alone. Your family can't be there coming to visit you, speaking to you, praying over you. They can't tell you they love you. They can't comfort you in your last moment. To keep it all the way real, when you laying up in that hospital, you don't even know how the fuck they being treated. Let's talk about that. At least when family can come check on someone at a hospital who has cancer or some other illness and they're laying in the hospital, at least you can check on them. At least you can be there, and monitor their care and that sort of thing. With this thing, they're in quarantine, they're in isolation. You can't even go check on them. You can't none of that. You can maybe ask some questions over the phone or maybe, but you can't be back there. You can't be asking them, talking to them. You can't make sure none of that. You have to lay there and die by yourself. Hopefully these bitches that's talking this shit don't have no children. Because if your mother if your child contracts that virus, your child will be up there fighting for their life by themselves. And God willing, they make it and they don't have to die alone. While you're sitting up there speaking that shit over somebody's mother. You should be ashamed of your motherfucking self for saying that shit, typing that shit, however the fuck, for thinking that shit. You should be ashamed of your motherfucking self. They're all being affected by this virus, whether directly or indirectly. It's a time of prayer. Amen, it is. No, we cannot. They say, yep, they have to cremate, Natalia. They have to, babe, because they say that they don't know enough about the virus yet to know if it'll seep back into the ground and somehow, uh, you know, infect or, grow through the ground or whatever. So they have to, and be in the soil. So they have to cremate. So you don't have no choice on any of that. On any of that. My best friend just told me her half sister's mother died up in Detroit. They had to cremate her. No service, no nothing. There's so many bodies being piled up. Hopefully you get the right ashes. I'm telling you right now, we had a funeral home in our city that people weren't even sure if they were getting the right ashes. They were, just doing some crazy shit or whatever. There's so many bodies right now. You're not able to, get the body. You're not able to see. You're not able to have a service. You're not able, you know what I'm saying? You have to, this is a time for prayer. This is a time for prayer because however you're being affected by it, if it's a family member that's actually contracted the disease, if it's financial, if it, whatever it is, if it's just, you could be dealing with something and, you could not be in the best relationship and you're in your home and you're forced to deal with shit that you just ain't ready to deal with right now. It could be however the fuck a person is being affected by this right now. We are all being affected. And if you want to cuss a bitch out, if you want to go back and forth, do that. But watch your motherfucking tongue on what you speak out into this world when it comes to karma, when it comes to illness, disease, death. You better watch what the hell you're saying. You better watch it. No, you don't know. You don't know. Then the crazy thing is that you don't know if you have this virus and you can't get tested unless it's bad. Sickness is crazy. That's a whole nother thing because they don't even want you unless you got unless you got the fever, unless you can't fucking breathe. Yeah, they don't even want you. You can't even really get tested. You know what I'm saying? I just heard Shy is the new epicenter of the virus affecting a lot of Latino and African American people. Oh wow, wow. It is sad. It is sad. You know, yeah. I'm just so that's my review slash honestly, I thought when we said we were gonna do the after party of the cleanup, I thought we was gonna be like more upbeat and fun, but to hear the feedback from James of what was said about him and his mother, I'm not in the mood to laugh or even I'm not even in the mood to even waste the energy to cuss a bitch out over that. I just had to say that basically just make my point that you don't want to speak certain things over people. You don't want to speak certain things over people because this virus ain't gone. You could get it, let alone your mama or whoever else. I'm pretty sure that you're not exempt from, you know, having, being diagnosed with some form of cancer. You know, God willing, you don't have to go through what James went through. God willing. If you don't know, he had to be on chemo 96 hours straight. He had to be hooked up, taking chemo for 96 hours straight for 4 days in a in a row, nonstop. He had to be hooked up. Skin color changing, hair gone, weak, nauseated, in pain. Some people can't take just a few hours sitting there, let alone having to be hooked up to that for 4 days in a row. Do you understand what his body had to endure for him to get through that? And you want to sit up here and make light of possibly that coming back on him? And then you see how bodies are being kept in refrigerated semis and they're trying to hurry up and build morgues and makeshift hospitals and using ice rinks to hold bodies and shit. They dumping bodies on the prison rec yard and shit. And you want to put that on somebody's mama because of some YouTube? Because you don't like what somebody said about you on YouTube. Bitch, that's not a read. That's not a roast and a gag. It ain't nothing funny about that shit. It's not even anything like I don't even care if you have hate in your heart for a person. It's like it's just certain shit that you just don't wish on people, and you better be careful about what you put out there in the universe. Because the one thing about karma, it does come back. Karma don't forget no damn body. So yeah, hey Miss O, things that let you know, things like that let you know who your friends are. Oh look, ain't they? And ain't that for sure? You too, Donna babe. You too, babe. Um, I'm from New Orleans. Ooh, it's hit. It hit us hard after Mardi Gras. Oh my God. You know what, Bayou? Because Yeah, I had thought about that because at first New Orleans, like y'all didn't have, it didn't seem like y'all had no cases or nothing, and then they was like they had the first case, and then I think a DJ, wasn't there a DJ? He was only in his 40s that he passed away down there. Um, yeah, and y'all still had Mardi Gras, but then things wasn't shut down and stuff like or like that either. But yeah, yeah, I heard. I think Louisiana right now has a lot of you guys have one of the highest uh infected cases right now or something like that. So it's getting going fast right there. Hey T, how you doing, babe? And you know, T right there, one of our angels is fighting this disease right now. And it's a bitch on here that wants to put that on somebody's mama, you know. So yeah. Yeah, that's what okay, by you, that's what I thought. Yeah. They telling on themselves more than they know. Oh yeah. Yeah, wishing coronavirus on someone is not a read. It's disgusting. Absolutely. Absolutely. It ain't, you know, it don't matter what you feel about somebody on here. It's just certain stuff you just don't do. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like they are telling on themselves, and they are really revealing their character more and more, more and more. Because, like I said, it's it's fucked up for you to even have a thought, but for you to let it come out of your mouth, that's like a whole nother level because that just means you just really don't give a fuck and you really, you know, you mean that shit. Yeah, you do. You do. I hope you feeling good, babe. See. So yeah, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off because I really didn't mean for this to be like a downer. I really didn't mean for it to be that, and I don't really want to end the night like this. But oh, look at my birthday, 12/23. But so I'm gonna go ahead and get off, y'all. Baby girl is here. So I'm gonna chill with her for a little bit till my daughter comes back. And I will definitely see y'all in the morning. Um, I'm good by you. I'm good. You know, I'm good. You know, it's halted some things for me, you know, that I was working on, but it's all good. It's all good. And I appreciate you asking that. You know, it's hard, but I feel like everything is gonna work out good. And I also feel like I don't feel like this is all bad. I feel like with the death and that I think that is of course the worst part of it because we're losing lives. But as far as the shutdowns and everything, I feel like this is a purpose. I feel like there's a purpose in this, and I feel like we need to listen. You know, we need to pay attention. I think God is talking to us all right now, all at the same time. And I just think we need to pay attention and we need to, you know, just prepare, you know, because we weren't prepared for this. And I think that's one of the main lessons in this is for us to prepare and get ready for when it's time to get back to life, you know. It's hard. It is. It is. Thank you, Bayou. Thank you. It's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good, you know, for everybody. For everybody. And, you know, anybody who has lost someone, just please know that there's purpose. God don't make mistakes and he don't make no mistakes. And there's a reason for everything. And we all have an expiration date. We all do. It just ain't hard. I mean, it ain't easy. I'm sorry, it's not easy when that time comes, whether if it's our time or a loved one. So it's not easy at all. But you know, nothing lasts forever, and we just got to make the most of it while we're here, and we got to be good to people. We have to be good to people, and we have to be grateful. We have to be grateful for the small stuff. You know. So yeah. So thank you. Yes, my daddy's birthday. Oh my goodness. Oh, my daddy's birthday, y'all. Yes. Yes. So I'm rooting for you all. I'm rooting for us all. I just want you all to, if anybody is down during this time, just know that there's a purpose in it and it's not all bad. This was needed. It was needed. It's just like our bodies. Sometimes we just go, 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 and we need to, and it'll just shut down on us like, bitch, not today. You need to rest. And that's the world right now. And so, yeah, we just need to just love on your people. Love on your people. Love on yourself. And when it's time to get back to life, be ready. Be ready. That's it. So I love y'all. I am gonna kiss mama. She over there, she eating some Cheetos, watching the TV. So yeah, so thank you so much, Bayou, for being in the chat. I appreciate you for that. Everybody else, the soul. Miss O, I love you, babe. T, take care of yourself, babe. I appreciate you so much for always thinking of me and sending me that inspiration. Let me see, Donna. I appreciate Donna for stopping through. Natalia, babe. I appreciate your support all the time. I am so, so sorry to hear about your cousin, babe. So, so sorry. And I'm so sorry it has to be handled this way. Manny, I appreciate you for stopping by, babe. Yeah. So everybody that was here, I love y'all. Have an amazing night. I will see y'all in the morning. I can, oh, here. Thank you so much for asking. Here, let me put it in here. It is. There it is. Thank you so much for asking, babe. I appreciate that. Yes, sleep well, beautiful people. Yep, sleep good. Y'all, it has snow. It snowed crazy here. It ain't no snow on the ground no more, but yeah, it snowed earlier. Like, this world crazy, y'all. This world is shooken up, okay? I said, bitch, I'm sick of y'all shit. That's what the world said. Like, I'm sick of all y'all shit. I'm all y'all gonna sit down for a minute. Thank you. Thank you, Bayou, for asking, babe. I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. God willing. See y'all in the morning.